Why do millions of Americans refuse to start their day without a cup of Nescafé coffee? Why do they trust this brand over countless others, sip after sip and morning after morning? Inside the Nescafé factory, there's more than just beans and machines. There's a hidden process, precise, powerful, and almost magical, that transforms ordinary coffee into the coffee millions wake up to. Liquid coffee is concentrated, blasted into crystals, and even frozen into tiny beads that preserve flavor like nothing else. Each step is engineered to ensure consistency, aroma, and taste. The reason this coffee feels so familiar, yet perfect every single morning. But what makes these beads different from regular powder? Why does one dissolve instantly, while the other seems almost magical?
And why does this meticulous process make millions choose Nescafé every single day?
By the end of this video, you'll see every secret step, from roasting to extraction, to the creation of both powder and beads. And finally, you'll understand why Nescafé isn't just coffee, it's a morning ritual, trusted by millions and almost impossible to replicate. Stick around, because the story of your morning cup is far more fascinating and engineered than you ever imagined. It all begins thousands of miles away on plantations where the fate of your morning cup is decided. Nescafé sources beans from Brazil, Vietnam, Colombia, and Africa, depending on blend requirements. Beans are classified as Arabica, smooth, aromatic, or Robusta, strong, high caffeine. Each batch is carefully logged and tested for moisture content, bean size, and density. Trucks deliver beans to the factory, where they are first cleaned using air jets and sieves to remove dust, stones, and broken beans. High-tech optical sorters use laser scanning and cameras to detect beans that are too dark, too light, or have defects. Workers sample test aroma and occasionally roast small batches to validate quality. Beans are stored in climate-controlled silos. Moisture is maintained at precise levels to prevent mold or fermentation. Even before a single bean is roasted, millions of people's coffee depends on decisions made by these machines and experts. Traceability is strict. Every batch is tagged so the company knows exactly which farm it came from, ensuring consistency and flavor profile. Only the top 5 to 10% of beans make it past this stage. Others are rejected or redirected. Roasting is both art and science. It turns raw beans into the essence of coffee you smell in your kitchen. Beans are transferred to massive drum roasters, capable of roasting tons at once. Temperature is controlled to the exact degree, and beans are constantly rotated for uniform heat. Some beans are roasted light for aromatic notes, some dark for body and richness. Each batch is monitored by sensors measuring color, temperature, humidity, and even the crack beans make. Small variations in time or heat could dramatically change flavor, and the factory constantly adjusts airflow, rotation speed, and heat in real time. A difference of just a few seconds in roasting could make the same coffee taste completely different, and the factory leaves nothing to chance. The roasted beans are cooled instantly to stop chemical reactions. Samples are ground and brewed to confirm signature Nescafé taste and aroma. Automation plus human sensory tests ensure consistency across millions of jars.
Extraction. And Nescafé has machines to make each particle perfect. Beans are ground by rotating burrs that produce uniform size. Particle size differs depending on final product. Fine powder for instant coffee, slightly coarser for freeze-dried beads. Airflow systems separate particles by size, recycling imperfect ones. Uniform grinding ensures perfect solubility and flavor extraction in later steps. Even one oversized particle can cause clumps, ruining an entire batch. Every particle counts. Grinding machines run continuously, with sensors adjusting pressure to compensate for bean density differences. The factory also weighs and monitors each batch in real time, ensuring consistent particle count per kilogram. This is where beans truly transform, turning into the liquid heart of every cup of Nescafé. Ground coffee enters giant extraction tanks with hot water applied under controlled pressure. The process extracts caffeine, flavor oils, and aromatic compounds. The resulting liquid is concentrated using vacuum evaporators, reducing water while keeping chemical integrity. Concentrated coffee is now a thick, syrupy liquid, which will later become powder or beans. A single liter of this extract contains the equivalent flavor of dozens of cups of brewed coffee. Sensors constantly measure Brix levels, solids in solution, pH, and color. Even small deviations trigger automatic adjustments.
From liquid to instant powder, water, a transformation that seems almost magical.
Coffee extract is sprayed into tall hot air towers. Microscopic droplets evaporate instantly, leaving behind uniform coffee crystals. Crystals are cooled, sifted, and blended for perfect size and solubility. Each crystal is engineered to dissolve instantly. Millions of tiny miracles in every jar. Machines continuously measure density, color, and aroma. Any batch not meeting standards is reprocessed or discarded. The secret behind premium Nescafé beads: preserved flavor in tiny glass-like spheres. Liquid coffee is frozen in slabs at extremely low temperatures. Vacuum freeze drying removes water without affecting aroma or flavor. Resulting beads are more aromatic, richer in taste, and slower to dissolve. Beads are sorted by size, inspected, and sometimes blended with powder for consistency.
Some people claim a single bead can hold more flavor than a cup of brewed coffee.
Freeze drying takes hours per batch. Temperature, vacuum pressure, and extraction rate are monitored continuously. Beads are delicate. Machines are engineered to prevent breakage.
Even after powder and beads are produced, perfection isn't guaranteed. Yet Nescafé makes sure it is.
Powder and beads are blended in precise ratios for taste consistency. Quality control includes color checks, solubility tests, aroma testing, and sensory panels for flavor. Machines discard batches that deviate. Humans double-check critical batches. Every jar is tested multiple times. Even a tiny imperfection is unacceptable. Testing is continuous, 24/7, ensuring millions of jars have the same signature flavor.
Even the packaging sequence has automated checks for weight, labeling, and sealing integrity.
But it's precision engineering at massive scale.
Powder and beads are filled into jars, sealed with nitrogen to preserve freshness.
Robotic arms check weight, fill level, and seal integrity at lightning speed. Labels are applied and verified, sometimes with barcode and batch scanning. Finished jars are boxed and shipped globally. Every jar, every scoop has passed dozens of tests. Perfection delivered to millions of homes.
Now the ultimate question. Which is better, powder or beads?
Powder dissolves instantly, convenient, affordable. Beads preserve flavor, aroma, and body. Premium choice.
Both engineered to maintain signature Nescafé.
Millions of people make this choice every morning. Now you know the science behind it. And now you know why Americans trust Nescafé every single morning. Every bean, every machine, every crystal and bead is engineered for flavor, consistency, and aroma. This isn't just coffee, it's a ritual millions depend on. The next time you pour a cup, remember, there's a billion-dollar engineering marvel behind that instant coffee. A perfect cup, every morning, guaranteed. If you were amazed by the hidden engineering behind your morning cup, imagine what's happening behind the scenes of your other favorite snacks and drinks. We're uncovering the secrets of everyday products, from factories you never get to see to processes you never imagined existed.
So if you want to see more hidden systems in everyday products, subscribe, hit the bell, and step inside the world where precision meets innovation. Trust me, the next factory we explore will change the way you see your daily routine forever.